Das war erst die Ruhe vor dem Sturm.
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and the end of Season 2 is upon us within Black Ops Cold War. Because the marketing was a bit scarce this past week for Season 3, definitely means we're going to open up the new week with quite a bit of information from the intro cutscene, gameplay trailer, and even the roadmap for the next season. Very excited about that, but tonight we're going to be talking about new information about Season 3, some surprises, and even a hilarious new DLC pack. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and let me know real quickly in the comments, what are you most excited for in Season 3? The nuke event, the Outbreak Zombies Easter egg, or new 6v6 content? Want to hear all your feedback down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys took advantage of the triple-double event this weekend with double XP, weapon XP, and battle pass tiers across the board on all platforms. Now is your last chance to hit max rank 200 or to finish your Season 2 battle pass. But before we jump into the new information about Season 3, I want to let you guys know that tonight's video is sponsored by Pinecone. Now, thank you to Pinecone for sponsoring tonight's video. Pinecone Research gives consumers a voice to companies nationwide. It's a great service that allows you to earn easy money and gift cards while helping out companies get data on your opinions just by filling out some quick surveys. It's incredibly easy to integrate into your daily life to get some last-minute cash in the case of a friend's birthday, Christmas, or whatever the occasion might be. Now, Pinecone could definitely help me out when I'm in need of another DualSense controller. Pinecone is different from other survey brands because it's invite only, which means you are granted with exclusive opportunities and better service. There's also a guaranteed payout amount for every survey you complete, and the payout is higher than most other survey brands. You can withdraw your rewards via direct deposit or exchange them for products. All you have to do is sign up using my exclusive link in the video's description, pick a survey to complete, and you'll be instantly granted with redeemable rewards. You can redeem these rewards for games, accessories, or whatever you like. Don't forget to check out this video's description to start earning rewards from Pinecone today. Now back to the video. For those out there celebrating 420, which is just about 2 days away, we have the brand new Stoner's Delight bundle added in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone for 2,400 COD points. Comes with the Cushwack skin for Stone, the Homegrown skin for the Farah, and the Big Smoke for the Stoner. Both of course come with the green and purple Tracer Fire, which is amazing. We have the Rolling Leaf Charm, Cushkeeper accessory, the Zombie Express vehicle skin, the Double Time vehicle horn, Blown Away emblem, In the Weeds calling card, and lastly, the Mother Nature sticker. So quite a bit of content in this pack. This one's maxed out with just about everything you could think of, so I understand a 2,400 COD point price tag, but this is probably one of the last bundles and last updates we'll end up seeing for Season 2 Reloaded. All of the bundles that were promised to drop this season, I believe have now been released. Maybe there's one or two left, but for the most part, all of them are out. And funny wordplay on Treyarch's end, right? We have the Stone skin, who is stoned because of this bundle. Haha, funny. And I'm reminiscing on the other Stoner pack we had during Call of Duty Ghost. That was an instant classic. It was a camo pack, and they even released a voice announcer pack with Snoop Dogg, so that was definitely legendary on there, and maybe one day with something like that added to Call of Duty again. But with that being said, we now have an update regarding Season 3. So about a day and a half ago, out of nowhere, the cover art of the upcoming season reportedly surfaced over on Twitter, and the person that originally posted it ended up deleting their account, so maybe they got in trouble, who knows what happened. But the way that Charlie Intel reported on this image also made it seem like it was legit, but they weren't allowed to say it was legit, if that makes sense. But the cover art out there does reflect that we're gonna have a blue theme with Season 3, which is hilarious considering that both my graphics designers, Lucas and Fajardi, actually gave Season 3 a blue theme when they made some concept art for me for some thumbnails, and what do you know, that came true, which is great. So blue is our color, and it's a channel theme, so that means Season 3 is going to be an absolute banger. I cannot wait. But also on the cover art, we have a mysterious looking woman who nobody knows the identity of just yet, but she does look like Battery quite a bit from Black Ops 3 and 4 multiplayer, and the theory stands right now that this could actually be Battery's grandmother that's about to release in Season 3. And the reason people think that is not because of how she looks, but also because of the fact that the character known as Baker in Black Ops Cold War right now and playable is supposedly Battery's grandfather. His last name does line up with Battery's, so maybe we're gonna end up seeing Baker and this mysterious woman hook up at some point, which explains how Battery exists in Black Ops 3 and 4. I love how Treyarch is trying to tie everything together with a cohesive timeline. Even though things are a bit messy right now, we still need an official Call of Duty timeline to release at some point. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to see Hudson or Mason added during maybe the mid-season update of Season 3. Hopefully this cover art is real. I'm assuming that it is, but you never know. There is some convincing information out there that seems real, but actually isn't. So we'll have to see when the marketing does begin tomorrow. But don't forget, Season 1 and 2, we ended up getting, I think it was 2 to 3 operators added in both of those seasons. So maybe at the start of Season 3, we'll see this woman added in at the beginning, and then during the mid-season updates, we'll see either Hudson or Mason. You never know what's going to happen, but considering Hudson's in the Season 2 outro cinematic, has me thinking that he's probably going to be a playable operator very, very soon. But I'm also going to assume this woman is going to be a villain, and if that's the case, then we already have Stitch, Naga, and now this woman, so they're kind of pulling an Avengers here, kind of building a team of villains that I'm assuming we'll face at some point this season or the next. We're all going to the 80s version of Verdansk Season 3 to go ahead and find Adler, so I'm curious how this is all going to go down. Lots of villains are being introduced, much more than heroes at this point, so I'm looking forward to the surprise that Treyarch does have in store for us. But also, according to the Ghost of Modern Warfare, who previously got suspended on Twitter for posting leaks, went ahead and claimed that, not from his usual source, but one of his sources did say that Echelon and Standoff will be the two 6v6 maps that we see in Season 3. Talked about Echelon quite a bit in previous videos. That's a map that's been in development for a number of months now. We thought it was going to drop in Season 2, but it didn't. And it's essentially a hybrid between Dome, High Rise, and Vertigo. So those are very interesting maps that we've seen across Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. And it's actually based out of a real-life location that was important during the actual Cold War. So we're going to have rooftop action, these domes everywhere. I'm looking forward to this map. And if you look at the images in real life of Echelon, there's graffiti all over the place, which of course fits the aesthetic perfectly of Black Ops Cold War. So that map makes sense. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see as soon as Season 3. But with Standoff now, that's a rumored remaster that's also been in development for quite some time. But don't panic if you're worrying about a lack of 6v6. If it's only those two maps when the season starts, then I'm assuming they'll add at least 1 or 2 more with Season 3 Reloaded. And if you guys are like, wait, that's still not a lot of content, don't forget that Modern Warfare last year did the same thing. There were just about maybe 2 to 3 maps added per season. One of them was probably a remaster as well. So that's the way Activision is handling multiplayer at this point. They're focusing more on the bigger modes, Warzone, and even some zombies. 6v6 is still important, don't get me wrong, but that's just not the focus of either Modern Warfare or Black Ops Cold War right now. As opposed to seeing 4+ new multiplayer maps like we used to get back in the day for 6v6, we'll see maybe 2+ 6v6 maps, then they'll add a map into Fireteam, a map into Outbreak, a map to Gunfight. Modern Warfare was the same way, with adding maps to Ground War, Gunfight, and other modes as well. So if anything, we've been on the same cycle with 6v6 for over a year now. We also have new weapons revealed by the Cheeseburger Boys, a group of infamous leakers in the Call of Duty community right now, and the weapons are a bit similar to the list we went over in a previous video, but according to these boys, they did mention that we're going to be seeing the following weapons. We have the Calico M955, the Sepme Model 58, the Sepme Amili, and the G11. Now we also have the RP84 and the PM63. Some classic weapons, of course, from Black Ops 1, and some new ones we haven't seen just yet. So with the images on screen, you get a nice visual of what they look like, but it's unclear if all these weapons are dropping at the start of Season 3. I'm assuming a few of them will, then they'll save maybe 2 or 3 for the mid-season update. Some of these guns could even be for Season 4 and beyond. That's kind of what we've learned in the past, that some things could be in the files of the game, ready to go, fully developed, and are just on hold for a number of months. Echelon is one of those examples, a multiplayer map that we thought was going to drop in Season 2, but just didn't. So with that being said, we also have the ballistic knife and the baseball bat. Now, the ballistic knife actually has a model that people have pulled up, and the image is actually surfaced online already. So that's probably dropping in Season 3, but you know, they can hold it as well. But the baseball bat also is a melee weapon that I'm not too excited about, but hopefully that just comes alongside some actual new weapons. I want to see some new SMGs, some new ARs, an LMG or 2. We'll get melee weapons later, but there you have it for a list of Season 3 weapons. We went over some other ones in a previous video that I have linked down below, but Season 3 is looking to be pretty action-packed. As I talked about before, we're looking at what could be the biggest content drop in Call of Duty history, and on top of that, there were rumors about a Rebirth night mode coming to the game at some point in Season 2. That didn't happen, so it looks like that could drop at the start of Season 3, which makes sense. And there's also a rumored Zombies Royale mode coming to Rebirth. So from what I understand right now, as I talked about in the podcast a couple of days ago, Rebirth as we know it in Warzone takes place in the past. It's kind of telling a story of how Stitch and Adler met. That's why the map exists. Ignore the fact that Modern Warfare operators are playable in Rebirth. That map takes place all the way back in the past during the era of Black Ops 1, but it looks like Rebirth Night is going to take place in the present, which explains how canonically the Modern Warfare operators make sense on that map. So if we see a Zombies Royale mode added to Rebirth in the present, I guess that makes sense, kind of continuing off what's going on with the outbreak in Verdansk. So I'm looking forward to that. I think Rebirth plays very well in Warzone. Obviously reminds me of how Blackout Alcatraz was during the Black Ops 4 season. Adding the zombies to the mix would make that map a whole lot better. But we also got confirmation from Raven that some serious Warzone changes are going to make an appearance at the start of Season 3. It includes an adjustment to Rose, the skin herself, a significant balance pass to weapons such as the TAC Rifle Charlie M16, FFAR, and the Psychov pistol, fix for Modern Warfare weapon perks plus Sniper Glint, which is a joke at this point, and a change to how you acquire the RCXD, a pain in the ass to grab. Now, it was also confirmed that Warzone is going to be getting some DLSS support on April the 22nd. Raven hasn't said anything about this just yet, but Black Ops Cold War already supports DLSS, but the Nvidia site does describe this as a groundbreaking AI rendering technology that increases graphics performance using dedicated Tensor Core AI processors on GeForce RTX GPUs. DLSS taps into the power of a deep learning neural network to boost frame rates and generate beautiful, sharp images for your games. Now, there's no reason why they can't eventually add a FOV slider to at least next-gen consoles. PC already has this. If they just have it to where last-gen consoles don't get that feature, I think things could work, but verified insiders have confirmed that an FOV slider just wouldn't work because of last-gen platforms. I guess it isn't possible for them to just add that to next-gen. I don't know what the deal is with that, but at least Warzone is getting some graphic performance updates with Season 3. But last and definitely not least, I couldn't show the Season 3 cover art in this video for obvious reasons, but if you're interested in seeing it, maybe check the description. There's some spicy stuff down there, but can't say much more than that. I also have to be careful with the wording of this video since words related to stoner do get demonetized on YouTube, so I had to be careful with how I approach the thumbnail, the gameplay, and even the title of this video. Hopefully you guys understand that. But if you're interested in just zombies, I went over quite a bit of new information in yesterday's video, talking about the new map, the new field upgrade, and even the Outbreak Zombies Easter egg. Quite a bit of information. It is linked down below in the description. But in terms of tomorrow and Tuesday, quite a bit of video coverage is to be expected on my channel with the Season 3 intro cutscene, gameplay trailer, and the roadmap, of course. Very excited about all of that. I'm still undecided about what's going to happen on Wednesday, since I'll definitely stream the Nuke event in Verdansk, but should I keep the stream going all day, or should I stop it and start a new stream at night for the beginning of Season 3? Not sure what's going to happen with that, but I'll definitely wait for some official announcements regarding that schedule before I make a decision on what I'm going to stream. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Quite a bit to break down tonight, ending off the week with a banger. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new information about Season 3's cover art, the operator, and of course the hilarious new Stoner DLC pack. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.